Jim Axtell, only on Channel 5 Eyewitness News. The people you need to know, weeknights at 11:30.
Lumpkin County Sheriff's deputies question a man in the murder of a 10-year-old North Georgia girl. Eyewitness News has learned that man may be the sheriff's first cousin. I'm John Marler. That story at 11. Plus, bombs explode in London. It may be the work of the IRA. 2 people are dead and dozens are injured. After more than 20 years of silence, Nicaragua's Cerro Negro volcano erupts. And the story tonight behind the baby who just couldn't wait. It's a special 911 delivery. Those stories at 11.
New Kids on the Block and David Allen Greer on the next Arsenio.
A 911 emergency birth in Cobb County. The story at 11.
It's the one that made headlines. New Kids on the Block live on stage at Arsenio's. They were tired of the lip sync rules, so they traveled halfway around the world to set the record straight. Because everyone knows Arsenio's rules. No lip syncing, never had it, never will. Plus, the controversial comic that always gets 2 snaps and a twist, David Allen Greer. It's one of the big ones, folks. New Kids on the Block Friday on the Arsenio Hall Show.
Tonight at 12:15 a.m. on Channel 5. This is CBS. Every day, every night, we show you Georgia's best.
And you guys are such an amazing station.
Very well done. Big stars and big bombs. Awesome. I mean, I just love it. Oh, Lord.
Now we'd like to show you something else.
I really don't want to give away the ending.
Our appreciation.
Oh, my goodness.
All the true fans in Atlanta, I really especially want to thank you all.
Thanks for making Channel 5 your choice for news.
Thanks for making Channel 5 Georgia's most watched television station.
He was caught in the crossfire. An 8-year-old Atlanta boy is dead, shot to death on a playground as 2 adults argued. I'm John Marler. Details of this developing story at 11. Also tonight, the sentencing for Charles Keating Jr. He swindled investors, many of them elderly, out of millions. Plus a story of survival through the eyes of a volunteer firefighter. He was the victim of a fuel tank explosion. And remembering the Titanic, survivors gather to look back on this 80th anniversary. Those stories at 11.
Atlanta's most watched news is Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News is next. Shots fired at a southeast Atlanta playground. An 8-year-old boy is dead. The body of a 10-year-old is taken from her home. Her relatives say the man just arrested for her murder is related to the sheriff. Bombs explode, rocking London's financial district. And the Cobb County 911 emergency delivery. Check out the name. The story's next.
We wish you the gift
That love can bring.
the gift that keeps on giving.
A year full of good days.
I wish to just keep living.
A wish for happiness
And lasting joy.
We wish you a scrumptious diet.
We wish you hope.
and peace on earth.
Or at least some peace and quiet.
We wish you warm and cozy nights.
And the greatest wish of all.
Is a wish you make with your family.
No matter how big
Or how small. Happy holidays.
All of us at Channel 5.
Local, live, lively. Atlanta's new morning habit. Good Day Atlanta. Weekdays at 7 a.m. only on Channel 5.
A sudden turn in the Sarah Tokar's murder investigation. Her husband, Fred Tokars, is in serious condition in a Florida hospital tonight. He was taken there after apparently taking an overdose of drugs. I'm John Marler. We'll have the story from the hospital at 11. Also tonight, 2 men charged with murdering Sarah Tokars have made their first court appearance. Plus, Atlantans hit the highways and skyways trying to make it home in time for Christmas. Those stories in the holiday forecast on Eyewitness News at 11.
This is CBS. Entertaining. Exciting. Exclusive.
I'm your full-service sportscaster here.
The end of the game doesn't mean the end of the story. When you want more than final scores, depend on Atlanta's top-ranked pro team, Hollinger, Hartman, and Eyewitness News. Dedicated, determined, dependable.
It don't get no better.
News anchor John Marler, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
Doctors in Sarasota, Florida tonight are treating Atlanta attorney Fred Tokars. He was rushed to the emergency room after apparently taking an overdose of drugs. I'm John Marler. The latest on the Tokars case at 11. Plus, there has been another shooting on Interstate 20. This one happened inside a moving car. President Bush has pardoned former Defense Secretary Caspar Weinberger in the Iran-Contra affair. And from Rome to Somalia to Atlanta, people around the world are celebrating Christmas. We'll have these stories, plus Ken Cook with the Christmas Eve Christmas forecast, and Jeff Hollinger with sports at 11.
A special Christmas celebration.
On Good Day Atlanta.
Witness News is next. Atlanta attorney Fred Tokars is hospitalized tonight after apparently taking an overdose of drugs. The two men accused of murdering his wife Sarah make their first court appearance. A presidential pardon for former Defense Secretary Caspar Weinberger, and Christmas celebrations are underway around the world. The story's next on Eyewitness News at 11.
Tomorrow at 5 on Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
My parents, they never listen.
They just don't understand the stress.
Schoolwork, teachers, having the right clothes, and hanging out with the right people.
If you're raising a teenager in the 90s, can you still be cool while enforcing the rules?
Strict enough that I won't get into trouble, but lenient enough that it's like I'm not under lock and key.
Channel 5's Paul Yates shows you how to survive your teen. Tomorrow at 5 on Eyewitness News.
Keeping track of the weather as I do makes me especially aware of how the cold temperatures can affect those of us in Atlanta who are less fortunate. You can do something to help those in need through Project Overcoat. Bring your donations of clean, warm winter clothes, blankets, coats, and shoes to your neighborhood Winn-Dixie store. Daily collections will be made by Federal Express from now through November 15th. Have a heart and give a hand to our community through Project Overcoat.
WAGA-TV Channel 5, dedicated to Georgia.
Kick off your morning with the world-famous Rockette.
On the next Good Day.
Monday at 6 only on Channel 5 Eyewitness News. Watching what you eat, that's good. Reading the labels for fat content, that's better. Are the labels always right? That's where the I-Team comes in.
I'm consumer reporter Virginia Ellis. We tested ground beef from all across Atlanta to see what they mean when they say lean. Before you hit the checkouts, check out our findings.
The truth about lean beef, Monday at 6 only on Channel 5 Eyewitness News. Dedicated, determined, dependable.
Protecting your kids from child snatchers at 11.
I'm John Marler. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, on the eve of his release from jail for child molestation, Foxfire founder Elliot Wigginton tells us what lies ahead for him. Also tonight, the Clayton County physician indicted on a murder charge for the death of a baby. Tonight, Dr. Eva Carrizales is free on bond. And mayoral candidates Michael Lomax and Bill Campbell exchange words about the scandal at Hartsfield Airport. We'll hear from both men. That's coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, right after Eye to Eye.
Having trouble finding the happy medium between being cool and enforcing the rules? Learn how to survive your teen. Tomorrow at 5 on Eyewitness News.
A Clayton County doctor indicted for murder. The story tonight.